Hello students, hope you are doing well. You are all good, and here's study of digital communication. The topic today that we are going to cover is digital modulation techniques, and one of the digital modulation technique basically. So let me first tell you what we exactly mean by digital modulation technique. In modulation you have two things. What are they? You have the carrier and you have the message signal, which we also called the modulating signal, right? Now based on the nature of carrier and the nature of the modulating signal, we have different type of modulation techniques. So for digital modulation technique, what we require is either carrier or the message should be digital. Even both, if they are digital, then also it is a purely digital communication technique. So whatever we are going to discuss in that, it is quite definite that one of the signal will be digital. Now basically in our syllabus what we have is the CW modulation technique. This is unit number 2. Fine. Now CW, what does that word mean? That word means continuous wave. Now continuous wave means what? That the wave is continuous. Now which wave is continuous? The carrier is continuous. In CW modulation technique, which wave is continuous? The carrier is continuous. Means what? That carrier is analog. If carrier is analog, what is digital? Since it comes under digital modulation technique, what will be digital? The message signal will be digital, right? Message signal will be digital. So obviously now we know that our message is digital and our carrier is a analog signal, analog carrier. Okay. Now so in this, as we know, as we have the three parameters, the amplitude, phase and the frequency of the carrier available with us for modulation. So we have three types. We have the ASK, which is called as the amplitude shift keying. We have the PSK, which is called as the phase shift keying, and we have the FSK, which is called as the frequency shift keying. So under CW we have all these three techniques. Here amplitude gets modulated, here the phase gets modulated, and here the frequency gets modulated. Now why is that keying word come from or why we call it as amplitude shift? It's okay, amplitude shifts, but that keying word, KEYING, fine, ये कहाँ से आया भाई? तो keying in the sense that in digital we normally do deal with a 0 and a 1. So these are acting as on-off keys and these are changing the parameters. So that word has come, keying. Basically these are keys, on key and the off key, and this is what causes the changes in the parameter, and therefore that name has come, which is called as the keying techniques. Is that clear? Fine. Now let us move on to amplitude shift keying. Is a simple thing but not a major part of the syllabus. Today we shall focus on what is the PSK. Of course we do have FSK also, the higher version of FSK, which is MSK, that is also there in the syllabus, and the PSK. Major part of the syllabus is PSK and FSK. In FSK you have basic FSK and MSK. In PSK you have all its variants. You have the BPSK, you have the QPSK, you have the DPSK. So all these three variants of the PSK systems are there in the syllabus. Today our focus is the BPSK techniques. Now why do we call it as BPSK? Suddenly from PSK, why have I named it as BPSK? Very obvious, in digital the data that we are dealing with is 0 and a 1. So therefore binary. Since the data is 2 binary, therefore it becomes a binary shift keying technique. Okay, fine. So it's quite clear now that we are dealing with BPSK. Now as we normally consider that we consider a carrier. Now carrier is continuous. So let us consider that we have a carrier SCT is equals to A cos 2 pi f0 t. This is a normal representation of a sinusoidal carrier. Now instead of cos you can take sine also, no problem. Fine. What is this? This is a normal carrier. What is this? This is the amplitude of the carrier. Remember, we are not interested in the amplitude, so you can set this to unity, no harm. But for representation, a general representation is this. Okay. Now what we have a binary message signal, BT. Now in BPSK system, what happens is this carrier SCT, when BT is equal to 1, binary 1, SCT is sent as A cos 2 pi f0 t. And when BT is 0, you have a phase shift of 180 degrees. So what it becomes? 2 pi f0 t plus pi. Now why this? Because this is the maximum angle that separates a 1 from a 0, which gives a highest noise margin between 1 and 0. So that is the best way in which a 1 and a 0 can be separately represented to be identified with the highest noise margin. I hope all of you know what is a noise margin. EDC, just recall what is a noise margin from digital and the EDC knowledge. So it's clear that this separation of pi gives you the best recognition of a 1 and a 0, a differentiation between a 1 and a 0. Now what this actually becomes, when you add that pi, what does this equation turn to? It becomes minus A cos 2 pi f0 t. So finally what you have is a 1 being represented as A cos 2 pi f0 t and a 0, binary bit 0, being represented as minus A cos 2 pi f0 t. So what actually this means is there is a change in sign. What happens when the signal changes from 1 to 0? There is a change in sign. So to implement a BPSK system, what do we need? We need that a binary 1 be represented by a positive 1 and a binary 0 be represented by a negative 1. And then if you just multiply this signal with the carrier, which is our A cos 2 pi f0 t, what you get is the modulation. As simple as that. यानी मॉड्यूलेशन करवाने के लिए आपको करना क्या है कि आपको इनका रिप्रेजेंटेशन इस फॉर्म में करना है. So can you just think of what this representation is? 1, a binary 1 being represented as a positive 1 and a binary 0 being represented as a minus 1. This is a very clear representation. Coding system, which line coding system, what is this called as? This is called as NRZ representation. Okay, so simply if you represent a 1 and 0 with an NRZ representation, what you get is your BPSK modulator. So what it will have? It will have an NRZ encoder. If this is your message signal BK or BN, this is NRZ. This becomes BT, which is equal to plus minus 1. Okay, and what you have over here is, then you simply have a multiplier. You have a carrier over here, A cos omega ct, or we have represented it as 2 pi f0 t. Sorry, 2 pi f0 t. Okay, we can represent it either way, no issue. So this is it, A cos 2 pi f0 t, and this is what? This is simply a product multiplier, which is actually the modulator. And what comes out over here is your BPSK signal. So this signal will be plus minus A cos 2 pi f0 t. This is what is going to transmit. Now this this value, what from where does it get? It gets from the BT. So this can also be represented as in general, because we do not know what is BT. So BT is either plus 1 or BT is either minus 1. So it will become plus or it will become minus. So in general we write BT A cos 2 pi f0 t. Is that clear? So this is what is going to travel to from the channel. Now as far as modulator, so this was what? This was the BPSK modulator. Okay. As far as the modulation is considered, very simple. Now we know that our data is in the phase of the signal. If it is plus, what is the data? It is 1. If it is minus, what is the data? That is 0. Now in the course of transmission, what actually happens to the signal is, you know, that the signal undergoes a phase shift. Now if this phase shift, let me represent it, what actually happens to the signal. So over the channel, what happens is bt a cos 2 pi f0 t turns to bt a cos 2 pi f0 t plus theta. This is what adds, this is phase shift. This depends on what? The length of the, or the distance between the transmitter and the receiver, the length of the channel, the transmitter receiver distance. So this theta will depend upon the channel, fine, the range, the distance between transmitter and the receiver. Now if this theta changes to an extent that it becomes a pi, what will happen? This which it was plus 1 can change to a minus 1, or if it is minus 1, again a shift of pi will make it minus into minus will make it plus. That means a 1 will become a 0 and a 0 will become a 1. So we need to take care of this phase shift. So therefore what we need a synchronous carrier at the receiver. So here we come to two different types of detectors, or two different types of modulation techniques. What are they? The coherent detection and the non-coherent detection. What does coherent detection ensure? Coherent detection ensures this, that whatever phase shift has occurred over the channel, we recover that the carrier in that phase shift and use it for the process of the data extraction. So coherent detection is a must for this kind of a BPSK system. A non-coherent system does not require a in-phase carrier for detection. So we have two kinds of detection techniques, coherent detection and non-coherent detection. For BPSK, coherent detection is a must. So what it throws in front of you is that we need to extract this carrier. Extract this carrier means what? इसका हमको पहले काम नहीं, पहले हमको इसका काम है, ये बाद में आएगा. Message detection will be a later part. What we need is, we need the carrier in its phase. Either you generate it with the local oscillator with a PLL, but very often that becomes a problem in case of BPSK signal with the changing channel condition. We have to extract it from the signal itself. Now how to extract it? Extract the carrier. Now see, slowly we are moving towards the demodulator design. सबसे पहले तो हमको कैरियर एक्सट्रैक्ट करनी है. अब कैरियर एक्सट्रैक्शन के लिए क्या किया जाता है? जो आने वाला सिग्नल है वो है मेरा BT रिसीव्ड सिग्नल. इट इज BT A cos 2 pi f0 t plus theta. Okay, now this signal is given to a square law device. What happens over there? स्क्वायर लॉ डिवाइस को देने के बाद में क्या होता है? इसका स्क्वायर बनता है, इसका स्क्वायर बनता है, इसका भी स्क्वायर बनता है. ठीक है. अब इसका स्क्वायर, ये BT क्या है? ये प्लस माइनस 1 है. इसका आप स्क्वायर करोगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? 1 हो जाएगा. A स्क्वायर, ओके फाइन, इट विल रिमेन एज इट इज. नाउ दिस फ्रॉम द डेफिनेशन ऑफ कोसाइन, स्क्वायर कोसाइन, व्हाट इट इज? इट इज कॉस ऑफ 2 pi डबल एंगल टर्म, फाइन, f0 t plus theta and divided by 2. So this is a constant and we can take it here. So I move it from here to here. Fine. So this is what we get. We get this double angle term. So now what we do is this a square by 2. Then we have a square by 2 cos of 2 pi f0 t plus theta. What we are interested in? We are interested in this. So what do? We separate this DC term. Now how do we separate this DC term? We will simply use a filter. Now what that filter should be? It can be a band pass filter centered around twice omega. Fine. That is this f0. Fine. If you use a band pass filter, what will that do? It will filter out this from the DC term. So square law device ने क्या किया? ये दिया. Fine. फिर बैंड पास फिल्टर ने क्या किया? कि डीसी पार्ट हटा दिया। अभी मेरे पास क्या है, ये तो ठीक है, ये तो इट्स जस्ट एन एम्पलीट्यूड, वी आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन द एम्पलीट्यूड, वी आर इंटरेस्टेड ओनली इन द आइदर इट इज पॉजिटिव और निगेटिव, ठीक है। सो वी हैव दिस, सो व्हाट दिस इज अ डबल एंगल टर्म ऑफ द कैरियर। ये नहीं चाहिए मुझे, आई डोंट वांट दिस, फाइन। cos 2 of 2 pi, तो ये 2 नहीं चाहिए, so how to remove this 2? This is a double frequency, so what we'll do, we will use a frequency divided by 2. This will give the solution. What will it do? It will give me just this term, 2 pi f0t plus theta. Of course this will remain there, no issue, fine. So this is what is the carrier extracted in its phase shifted form. यानी जो सारा आप के चैनल पे कैरियर के साथ में खेल हुआ है, उसी खेल के साथ में मुझे वो कैरियर मिली है। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज कैरियर एक्सट्रैक्शन प्रोसेस। अब ये मिल गया, अब बचा हुआ काम बहुत आसान है। अब कैसा है, आपके पास में सिग्नल है बी टी ए कॉस 2 पाई f0t प्लस थीटा, ये आपका सिग्नल है, ओरिजिनल सिग्नल, राइट, दिस इज योर ओरिजिनल सिग्नल। ये आपकी एक्सट्रैक्टेड कैरियर, कौन सी, ये वाली, ठीक है। अब फिर से इनको मल्टीप्लाई किया, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है, तो प्रोडक्ट मल्टीप्लायर को दे दो, वो क्या करेगा, अब स्क्वायर नहीं करना है, अभी प्रोडक्ट मल्टीप्लायर को देना है। अब ये सारे जो है ये इसके साथ में वो मल्टीप्लाई कर देगा, ये एक क्यूब हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये बी टी इंटैक्ट है और इसका वो स्क्वायर करेगा, कॉस स्क्वायर 2 पाई f0t प्लस थीटा। अब ये तो आप जानते हो ये क्या है, व्हाट इट इज़ 1 प्लस अगेन द सेम, अगेन कम बैक टू यर, फाइन, राइट। नाउ यर दिस टर्म विल हैव व्हाट, फिर से ये इधर आ जाएगा, ये पूरा मैं फिर से नहीं लिखूंगी, अब डायरेक्ट मैं लिखूंगी कि मेरे पास में ये एक टर्म है और इधर एक कोसाइन वाली डबल एंगल वाली टर्म है, डबल एंगल टर्म। अब आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस, नाउ आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन दिस बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट स्क्वायर, दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट, मैसेज सिग्नल वेदर इट वाज प्लस और माइनस। सो व्हाट आई यूज, नाउ आई यूज अ लो पास फिल्टर एंड विच विल सेपरेट दिस हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी। सो इसके बाद में क्या आएगा आपका LPF। देखो क्या कैसे बिल्डअप हो रहा है, सबसे पहले स्क्वायर लॉ डिवाइस, फिर क्या हुआ, फिर आपने बैंड पास फिल्टर लिया, फिर आपने क्या किया, फ्रीक्वेंसी डिवाइड बाई 2 किया, फिर आपने ये एक्सट्रैक्टेड कैरियर जो है वो मल्टीप्लाई की, तो ये प्रोडक्ट मल्टीप्लायर हो गया, इधर आपका और एक ब्लॉक मिल गया प्रोडक्ट मल्टीप्लायर, दिस इज डीमॉड, एक्चुअली डीमॉड्यूलेटर, एक्टिंग एज अ डीमॉड्यूलेटर। फिर उसके बाद में आपका लो पास फिल्टर एंड लो पास इंटीग्रेटर एज अ लो पास फिल्टर रहता है वो, विच इंटीग्रेट्स ओवर दैट टाइम बिट इंटरवल TB, एंड आपकी ये BT वैल्यू फिर मिल जाती है। फिर आपका एक थ्रेशोल्ड डिवाइस रहेगा, वो जो देखेगा कि वेदर दिस BT इज above 0 or whether this BT is below 0, fine. So this will be your total what you can say, your total BPS के डीमॉडुलेटर। तो हम बना लेते हैं उसको, फाइनली हम डीमॉडुलेटर बना लेते हैं। तो ये मैसेज आ गया आपका, मैसेज इज व्हाट, BT A cos 2 पाई f0t प्लस थीटा, ये आपका मैसेज आया। उसको आपने क्या किया, यू गेव इट टू अ, सबसे पहले कौन सा ब्लॉक था, स्क्वायर लॉ डिवाइस फॉर कैरियर एक्सट्रैक्शन, फाइन। देन इट वाज अ बैंड पास फिल्टर BPF सेंटर्ड अराउंड ट्वाइस ओमेगा, फिर आपका फ्रीक्वेंसी डिवाइड बाय 2, करेक्ट, क्यों, क्योंकि ये डबल एंगल नहीं चाहिए मुझे, ओरिजिनल चाहिए। दिस ऑल बिकम्स व्हाट, कैरियर एक्सट्रैक्शन। सो ये एक्सट्रैक्टेड कैरियर, अब इधर एक्सट्रैक्टेड कैरियर, okay, fine. Now this extracted carrier and the original signal goes to a multiplier. Multiplier, this is acts as a demod. Then उसके बाद में क्या रहेगा, you will have an integrator as a low pass filter, and this is the bit interval. Then what will have, you have a threshold testing device. थ्रेशोल्ड अगर ग्रेटर देन 1 है, greater than 0 है, तो that will be equal to a binary bit 1, and if it is less than 0, then it will be binary bit 0. So this is a threshold device. So ये आपका बनता है ये, और ये सारा जो है this is carrier extraction. So this is your BPSK coherent detector. Remember, this is a coherent detector. So this was today's coverage, BPSK modulation and demodulation technique. Hope I was clear. Thank you.